Hello and welcome everybody, back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Kebablord here, and we are continuing with Anno 1800, and as you can see I have been preparing a little bit off screen again, because I want to build here another city, and for that I need resources, and well, it took 6 hours. So yeah, that is also one of the main reasons why I decided to do it off screen, because as you might have noticed, I prepared to focus on individual goals per episode. And I cannot really do a lot of things at the same time without forgetting to do something, and that is why I have to focus on individual bits. And those simply take a while to prepare in this game compared to Anno 2205. And yeah, what I did is I prepared this island with resources, built already a Docklands main wharf, and I was also researching a lot of campus expansion permits. And I still wish I could just put this on endless repeat. Seriously, every couple of minutes having to click on that is really annoying. But yeah, the goal is to turn Sternheim into a major city for scholars, actually. And yeah, everything for that is prepared. I hope. I hope I did not forget anything. And yeah, let's do it rather quickly. That will be a quite quick episode, I hope. So first thing, we need to get more workforce, and that is why, blah blah blah, competitors are now at war, whatever. So
ceasefire has ended.
And that is why we are now getting here workforce via a commuter pier. Also here, John Veen, here you have everything. Yeah, nice. Also Karl now also likes me a bit more than before, which is quite good, because that way he will not declare war on me. So that way the building is not going to catch any fire. And yeah, we are going to prepare the city and are going to cheese a little bit. So here we have a coal deposit. Oh, I really hope I did not... Yeah, change deposit, or that works. Okay, good. I was afraid there for a second that I forgot something. So, we want, of course, iron again. Iron everywhere. So, now we got 6 iron deposits on this island. And another thing that we are going to do now first is building the city center, which is going to be the local department. I want the scholar city to be built around it.
Don't trust me? It's the other way around.
Yeah, blah blah blah, go away. So we want the Department of Administration plus 190 island workforce per town hall. And that will give us enough workforce to supply the entire island world. At least, that is how far the theory goes. Then we need an oil harbor. And we are going to do a lot of cheesing today. But hey, Anno 1800 gives us the possibility for that, especially with the DLCs. Okay.
Now have the required permit to expand the campus.
Good, then now get the next one. I want to build as many scholar residences as possible. So, the next thing that we are going to build... Yeah, how about no?
You lack the guts to carry it through.
So, in here we can now put the stuff for the iron mine. We want the gold ore. We want Ferrous Acerami. And we want the first rate sapper. I could have also gone in the local department here for 4 items per mine. But that is not what I wanted actually.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Well, that's sweet of the people. Yeah, unfortunately there's no way to get all 3 into the same area of influence. But still, that should be easy. We should have no issue supplying everything. So also here, iron mine. For that we get another Jörg von Malching. We get another Ferrous Cerami. And we get another first rate sapper. And now we should be producing enough oil, which will in turn allow us to place here another oil power plants. But first I want to prepare here our little district again. Yeah, same as here basically. And for that I need a bit of space. Of course it doesn't work here. So one more to the top. They can get here for the sewing machine factory. Bruno Ironbright, because we need him. And we will go for the cutting edge. Yeah, that sounds about right. And the next thing that they need is more wood. So here also 2 iron mines. Due to the high production we are going to build a couple of fire stations. Yep, and we now need another one. There's no need to bother me with that every now and then. Not that the game is understanding that. So that should heavily reduce the risk for explosions. And I think it would only be fitting if we enter a university city with large, modernized industry.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Yeah, sure, if you say so, darling. If I build it here, I could cover these factories as well. So that will now take a while until we have proper forest there. But good thing we can also get more there in this area. And yes, with more items I could build that more efficiently, but I was just tired of waiting. Just so tired of it. So in return, I should now be able to build here an oil power plant. That supplies that area with electricity.
One final look.
We now have the required permit to expand the campus.
Yeah, that is going to be a notification flood.
Ship under attack.
Especially when all these notifications come in
Call
one
that
by
a
one.
storm. Why, it was nothing at all.
Ship under attack.
So I could still go
Time
for a
self-worth
fourth item
Blue jacket.
in order to increase our production, but I don't really think that is necessary. I mean, yeah, we are heavily overproducing.
A tiny something to keep you going.
So, are we now producing enough sewing machines? Well, we could still go for another factory.
Competitors are now at war.
Ah, no, I see. That one is not
Ceasefire
fully
has
connected.
ended.
There we are, all better.
Okay, that does not work as well. So the position is apparently not the best. But hey. we are producing a lot of heavy weapons and stuff like that, so that should actually do the trick. Unfortunately now everything is very likely to explode, and we all know how much I hate explosions in the game.
Now have the required permit to expand the campus.
So this district here may not be very beautiful. But it should do the trick.
The people celebrate your leadership.
That should now also give us enough timber once everything has grown. And we can now start to set up everything. So the first thing that we need for our scholars is a university. So you need canned food.
It's 4 hours in a row. Time to stretch your legs.
Game, I just got better stuff to do. We need tailored suits, bowler hats, need those. Our hibiscus tea. We need our clay pipes.
Only a fool loosens that grip.
Thank you for further distracting me, game. Here we now have our telephones. Oh. And we need rum, and we need gramophones. Gramophones we are producing on our own. So now about all the rum that we need. That is here. Okay. The thing is, we also need to be able to get rid of all our sewing machines. Or otherwise we will not produce the other stuff anymore.
The required permit to expand the campus.
Yeah, that now has to wait a little bit. And with proper UX design, you wouldn't even be speaking to me. At least not on such a regular basis. So, and those here can be bought via steam engines. I just hope that I won't have to create a trade route to sell everything to Archie. I could do, however, a trade route to sell everything to Anno. So, when will Tobias come next? In 12 minutes. That is unfortunately still a while. Good thing that we scholars here are happy.
The fire is out of control.
Oh my god, such a threatening fire. We are all going to die. So we are producing enough wood. So, what policies do we want to have here? Plus 200 attractiveness for town halls. Reduced needs, plus 200 tons island storage per town hall. Or are we actually going for the Department of Labor and do anything of those here?
Ruins behind.
Yes, game, I understand. Well, what is with the Department of Welfare? We could increase the area of influence for power plants.
Stand to attention for the boss.
Yeah, we are going with that one. We are not going with the workforce supply. Although it would actually allow us to upgrade everything, but I don't want to spend that much oil on everything here. So, about the engineers, we need oil. Now I want to see how far we can really go with just that one power plant. That's quite a bit.
I could do with a few more ties to choose from.
So they need protection against illness, fire, and anything else. Yeah, not really surprising. And there you can see how far even the university is reaching, meaning the amount of buildings that we actually need in order to supply our scholars is really minimal.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Now have the required permit to expand the campus.
Hey, who would have thought? Another campus expansion. The cool thing is, however, as soon as Tobias is back, we will be fine for ages. So, and around that university, we're going to build an engineer fence. Good. So, when is Tobias coming? On his way, actually. Cool. That will make things for us so much easier. I just hope that we are able to increase our workforce here.
Competitors have agreed a peace deal.
Even better, we can integrate our safety buildings here in this little university formation. And now it looks like I did a slight miscalculation here. It may not be the most beautiful layout, but it sure will work. Yeah, that now looks about right. And with more people being here, more scholars, we are going to unlock new needs for them, which will further increase the amount of scholars that we are having.
We now have the required permit to expand the campus.
And I did here another oopsie. That is nothing that we can't solve. Oh, apparently I got an achievement. Okay then, let's take a look. How many scholars are we having here? 1,700, that is not really many. At least not yet. But with the next trade, Tobias should send us more goods. And then we should be fine. Over time, more and more needs shall be fulfilled.
An explosion in one of your factories.
I am not even surprised. So much about our fire stations being helpful. Good thing those don't cost concrete. That way we will actually be able to accumulate a bit of concrete and bright sands, so that in the next episode we should be able to do something there. And if not, we can still go for the story in Crown Falls and other areas. And just wait until everything has replenished. So we now got over 5,000 scholars here. We will very soon reach the next level. Yep, we just did. That's good. Okay, Tobias, you're coming in 8 minutes. Soon we will also have the next building permits. And we can now have over 300,000 research points. Isn't that something? So and here, yep, we got a little bit of reinforced concrete. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. That means we will be able to increase the size of the city. But yeah, this is going to be our new campus.
We now have the required permit.
And the next city that we are going to build, which will be in Kummersbach, where you can see already all these mining slots are being next to each other. There we are going then for the amount of workers that we need. So that we can have exclusively investors in Bright Sands and other cities. Aside from our scholar city, of course. And of course, just in case Van Malching is trying to do something funny, I took some precautions that I want to show you at this point. Those here. Van Malching should not be able to fight this war fleet. At least that is the theory. We will see how well that will go, in case he declares war, though I still try to avoid it. So, since it still is a couple of minutes until Tobias comes back. Oh, and we will have such a increase in amount of people living here. That is going to be glorious. Alright, for those here we could actually use pocket watches. and level those up.
Think of it as hard evidence of your character. You broke the key off in the lock.
Wait, are we producing steam carriages here as well? Nope, we are not. Apparently they're still left over. And we are by now consuming more gramophones than we are actually producing.
It's a surprise.
That is a shame. How many gramophones do we have, by the way? 312. Meaning I will also have to build here another trade. Which is at the moment not possible, but yeah, we will see where we get in the end. We will definitely have more than enough research points. We are now getting 12,000 per minute. And in the meantime, we could go back to Cape Trelawney and increase the size of our palace. I mean, we can now add 2 more wings,
Celebrate your leadership.
which will further increase the range. Yeah, by now it's going up to here. Hopefully we will get soon another 5,000 scholars in here to reach the next level. So, time for the next building pyramid. And yes, we are going to do that for a while now. One would actually think the population would be happy with everything I'm doing. I mean, they have nearly all needs fulfilled. There's not even that much industry here. So what's wrong?
Perfect.
I don't get it. But hey, we now got 156,000 people living in our empire. And I hope the next DLC releases soon. I need new content, because, again, we are now in the rinse and repeat phase of the game. We can only go through the stories of the different areas, and there is not that much. That would basically only be Cape Trelawney and the Arctic region. And I did not think the story of the Arctic region was that exciting. How many scholars do we now have? Nearly 40,000. So, Captain Tobias is departing. And we now got a lot of goods that we needed. Meaning that next time we will get even more stuff. That's good. Then more needs are fulfilled, and that means more people are moving in. So, you're missing seafood stew and telephones for the next upgrade. In regards of population, I understand that. Oh yeah. That is how you can actually build a simple city. All the items that you need is Yerkva mulching, then some other mining increase stuff like ferrous cerami and the first rate supper to increase production. You will then have enough oil for your power plants and produce extra gold, and you use that all to produce sewing machines. With the help of Bruno Ironbright, that will result in having more advanced weapons and steam motors, as well as pocket watches and gramophones from Dario, and Dario makes sure that they need only iron and no steel. And then yeah, you can use the cutting edge as an extra bonus. And that is enough industry to supply an entire city. So if I would have now prepared the entire episode with like 10 hours or 20 hours of preparation, which is just ridiculous by the way, I could have now have had like 400 scholar residences, and then the size of a city would be at least twice the amount. So yeah, I guess it's time to take a thumbnail, and then we are already done with the episode. Next episode we are doing a bit of stuff in Bright Sands, and then we will take care of a story. In the meantime, we are going to research more and more permits, so yeah, be prepared for a lot of notifications. You know, all the stuff that we actually love about the game. So, time to prepare the next blueprints. Then we can make sure that Karl is liking us more than he ever did before. And then we can start the preparation of taking over Kummersbach.
More money! More money! More money! I'll be the one who died with you. Lucky me.
You're positively positive.
Okay, so... yeah, here's our Dockland. Not very impressive. And yeah. That should do the trick. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I was able to explain all the steps that I do. If you enjoyed this episode, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up. That would actually greatly help the channel, because since the last change of the YouTube algorithm, the channel is constantly being punished. And that is honestly not very rewarding. So yeah, there's only a small fraction of the views that we originally had.
One of your factories.
Come on. So yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you have any feedback, questions and so on, just type it down, write it down. I will make sure to read it all. Sometimes I also have the time to reply. But there's also always a chance that someone else from the community will reply to it, so maybe some interesting discussions will happen. Also, comments also help with visibility. And yeah, if you want to get notified when the next episode is being uploaded, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and that notifications are activated. And with that, I say goodbye and see you next time. Bye bye.